slow down. Some nonsense leaked, and they breached the whole house. You popping off G's, I brought the whole pound. Hoes gon' fold, but we G's just toed down. Take the pain away, it's profound. Another round of these and we off to the hotel. Most gals never stick and hold down. Running 14 lead, place your votes now. More cloud and my pinky toe the most out. Sick intuition, I could read your profile. Quick with it and I'm gifted, I could show y'all.
I created a mission, but the show will go on.
I'm on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. I'm on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. I got so much on my plate, had to get away. Sorry if I get delayed, been a fucking day. Head away to a place that's vacant. You could share your playlist with a player in the spaceship. Put your mind at ease, girl, we living in the matrix. Don't get too complacent, they calling this witchcraft. The Nas come through, man, you're gonna hear that shit scratch. Whiplash on a bitch and she skip past. Bonjour, j'allais démarcher avec moi, s'il vous plaît. I haven't seen you lately and you make my days. I wonder what it takes to make you feel the same. But till then it's just another written on this page.
The world, the world,
I'm on top of the top of the what? What? I'm on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. Yeah, I'm on top of the world, top of the world. And guess what? Never coming down, never coming down, man. Never coming down, never coming down, fam.
This is Good Morning Boise with Hart and Chavez, the Hart and Chavez Show. Today we've got a big banger for you. You just got done listening to Ishan the Alchemist featuring Auzomatik, Fat Al, and we have more of their original remix music coming up for you guys this morning. We're actually working on downloading a mix from each one now. Again, Auzomatik and Hazambe in the house today to talk about Thump, a local Treasure Valley staple here for hell as long as most of us can even remember now. Every time I walk into Purple Lotus, I see some new face saying, man, I'm getting ready to go to Thump and buying some stuff because I don't have anything. So we wanted to know what the story was behind it, or at least I did, and why they're keeping it, how they're keeping it going through COVID, and what the motivation is behind all of that. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, we do have them in the studio, Auzomatik and Hazambe, guys.
Yo, what's good, Thump fam? This is Auzomatik. Good morning, everybody.
Yo, what's up? This is Hazambe bringing in the Banana Bunch. What's good?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely fired off a lot of questions.
Immediately. How about we start with what brought you guys to Thump?
So Thump is and has been a EDM monthly collective. There's going to be a lot of acronyms, just forewarning. So, so an EDM monthly collective that we actually started at the Knitting Factory at 9th Street Parallel, and it was basically just based off of just giving like a place for people to belong and be themselves, and just but it was basically we're just going to do it on a Thursday, and it was kind of after the FML days at Fatty's. Shout out and RIP to our boy Jeff.
Hell yeah,
who definitely paved the way. But it was just basically just like Thursday, TH. What's a cool word that starts with TH? Oh, I know, Thump. And it just kind of came from there. And then I realized that it was actually an acronym, and so it actually stands for, Thump stands for the Heaviest Unified Music Project.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that's dope. I had no idea, bro. That's sick.
And so
you're not lying though, dude. Yeah, like that's the other crazy part is you're not lying. Like you've brought some of the biggest names in EDM that Idaho has, unless they've come on their own, through Thump, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, seriously. For sure. I mean, we've definitely been blessed with where we've been located. Working with the Knitting Factory. Obviously, right now they're still closed up, but we definitely miss and can't wait to get back there. But yeah, I mean, what was it like the beginning of this year? Justin, what was it? We did what like 7 or 8 different headliners.
Oh,
yeah.
Just back to back. Sullivan King, Kaiwachi, JCO, Infected Mushroom,
Minnesota,
a whole bunch of them, man.
Yeah, man. Subtronics. So
yeah.
we brought a lot of big names to Boise through THUMP, and just been blessed with our THUMP fam. Shout out to all the THUMP fam listening right now.
Fuck yeah, dude.
To basically we basically just created, events that were themed, and people just kind of like, they're like, oh, well, this is different and a unique experience, and we just kind of grew more of a family, more of a community, rather than just being show promoters. It's more or less we just wanted to, give the people, a place to be themselves, and I think that's it's shown over the what is it, 4 years?
We're going on 4 years now.
4 years, boys.
Yeah.
What's that?
I mean, yeah, man, we came in, Chavez and I came in to Oasis, the 3-day little festival we did here not too long ago, with
out
the
to you
same
guys.
Shit was dope.
exact
Shit
notion
was
as you
dope.
did. We want to give something that the people are into, not a show that we thought would be cool, but we want a place where people can feel like they can contribute and say like, no, I was a part of this big thing.
Yeah.
And just like you said, that pays dividends, man. That pays dividends because the people love it, dude. And they're like, we feel like this is ours, not just like some guy named Oz who runs Thump who thought this would be a cool show. You know what I mean? Which is beautiful.
Well, and that's the thing about it, man. And seriously, like, shout out you guys. I had such a fucking blast at Oasis.
That
Good,
was my
dude, I'm
first
glad.
festival, yo.
Awesome, dude. I'm so glad you guys got to come to it.
And I'm pretty sure we both played two
Oh,
sets.
two sets, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we played
absolutely.
2 sets.
Yeah.
But
That sunrise set, though.
Yeah.
That shit was a banger.
that sunrise set.
That shit was a banger.
Yo, and like Sam J with those fucking lasers.
I
man.
know, dude. Nuts.
Oh my
that was
God.
that was straight bananas.
I'll put some pictures up on the Boise After Dark Facebook and on the Insta of the view of the lasers from the top balcony looking out over the venue, man. You guys have your minds blown.
Yo, there's one piece of information you guys excluded from that, though. And that's who the house or that property actually belongs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Harry, bro.
Captain Harry.
Captain Harry's the man.
Deadliest
Yeah, we were
Catch
just
alum.
talking about Captain Harry yesterday, dude.
Yeah, that guy
guy's so
is the
cool.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, a quick shout out to Electro Threads. You guys didn't get to hear it earlier because, again, my mics were off. So it was just dead air. But Electro Threads is tuning in this morning. I know they got a spot in Utah, one over there on the East Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in, for sharing my unboxing video of your mystery box. I did get a dream cloak. It is confirmed. It's super legit. Guys, stay tuned. I have a promo code that I'm going to give away for Electro Threads. 20% off discount on your next purchase when you get on there. So definitely stay tuned. And we're also going to have a bunch more music. So, I mean, Oz, how are you keeping this thing going now, man? I mean, I know that you guys are down at the lounge, and I know that's probably been somewhat of a blessing for you guys. I know it's
Also
not
an adjustment.
I know it's not the
for
biggest
spatial,
venue in the
you know
world,
what I
but
mean?
how are you keeping this thing going through COVID when it seems like so many other promoters just either aren't wanting to make it happen or just can't find the way to get their shows out there and make them happen like you guys have?
For sure. Yeah. Honestly, I would say that with, Justin and myself, it's pretty much just a labor of love. And we really just didn't want to stop doing it. And it was mainly when we were, we were supposed to have our 3-year anniversary.
Yeah, we're supposed to have Dr. Fresh come through.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
supposed
supposed
to
to
be
have-
our 3 years, man.
That was our 3-year anniversary. We had it booked and everything, and then
Fucking
they
COVID.
fucking March, man.
Dude.
COVID hit us like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, we got hit too hard. We were selling tickets for
Oh, what was it? Liquid Stranger. Oh, my
Oh,
god,
dude.
Yeah, that
I
tour was
remember
gonna be
that.
so sick.
People are still talking about that, bro.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. And we sold pre-sales for it and everything. So
Damn.
it was crazy. But yeah, that lineup was so fire. It was like Liquid Stranger, Enzo, who's never been to Boise, Hydraulics. It would have been such a fire show. But anyway, and even our 3-year anniversary, we didn't even really get to do a 3-year
Oh, so Thump's only been around for about a 3-piece now.
Going on 4 this March.
Wow, dude. So I only missed it really by a couple years because I've been in the scene now for, I don't know, probably about 2 coming up on 3 years, man. And so I must have caught one of the first Thump shows, dude, that was really going around at the time. That's pretty tight, dude.
Was it up at Parallel?
No, it was at the Knit.
Down in the basement? Or the
No,
floor?
yeah, the main floor.
Okay, it was main
Chris
floor.
Lake?
It was right
Chris
across
Lake was
from Liquid.
fucking Fire.
Oh, dude, Chris Lake.
Chris Lake was
Yo,
fire.
shout out to the homie Chris Lake.
Absolutely.
That was our first sold out show downstairs. So
I remember the last thing as I escorted him out the building to his hotel, the last thing I said to him was, "Hey, Chris, you're the only one." And if you know, you know.
And it was so crazy because he literally headlined EDC.
Yeah.
And then did our little Thump.
Yeah,
show.
you're like, welcome to Idaho. Sorry it's not so big, but you fucking blew the roof off this bitch.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I've noticed about quite a bit of these bigger artists is a lot of times when they see something that's maybe not the biggest thing that they've ever played, but it's got a lot of attention and a lot of drive behind it. They're down to be like, oh yeah, no, we'll totally come out and support that, man.
Absolutely.
Deuce is down in Texas now. I know he was an Idaho boy at one point though, but even now he's like, hey man, no, yeah, I'm down to support anytime.
Yeah, Deuce Parks for sure.
Have you guys tried any of his sauces yet?
No, I haven't gotten to.
No,
he brought
I've
him
been
to the
stuck
festival,
on,
but we were so wrapped up in
Oh,
shit
man.
that he didn't even
Dude,
get a chance to give us one.
Hook the boys up, man.
Hook the boys up, dude. See? Hook
I
the
know
boys
that.
up.
I know that I've been messing with Colin Fisher's sauces quite a bit because he's
Oh,
right
yeah.
here in town.
He's going
And I
right
tell you what,
after it,
that
too.
boy can get it done too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, yeah. So as far as with things kind of shutting down in March, we basically had to pivot. And Justin, who's been seriously 50-50 man, we come up with all of the ideas, we collab on the graphics,
That's so awesome.
the themes. Book the artists, it's definitely a 50-50 effort, and we're
So you would say that that's your best friend, right?
best friend,
live
roommate
together
now.
now.
Right.
I ended up moving in with him. Got out of my trap house and into we're in Caldwell now, and it's just like
It's a
nice
bachelor pad, man.
nice
Hell yeah.
bachelor pad
That's
incubation chamber where we can just I can walk right down the hall and be like, yo, let's get this shit done.
Dude, I think that's so amazing, man, because Chavez and I were actually talking about it on the show the other day, how I hear so many people in the scene out here being like, man, let's do this outside of a festival or outside of a house party or gathering with our
Outside of
friends.
just getting fucking ripped.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to necessarily say that, but he said it, so it's
come
out
on,
there
let's
now.
be real here, boys.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, I hear so many people in the scene, man, let's do this or let's do that. Let's do something big together. And every now and again, on the rare occasion, that will happen. Like Chavez and I, man, we met inside the scene, and now we have radio station, we're on a festival, we have an actual sales office that, pays for most of that kind of stuff. So, it's cool that you see two guys from the scene who put something so big together that honestly, it's weathered the storm of COVID, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it
Well,
seems like
friendships, man. Yeah.
I want to see what happens when COVID's over. Everybody's got free reign to go back to doing whatever the hell they want.
the
I feel like
floodgates.
this is going to be twice as big as it was beforehand. And I feel like maybe even the knit might not be big enough to fit you guys anymore, dude. I really do, because of how well you guys have ran this and kept it going. And I've watched your vids, man. I see people posting live videos. You guys are practicing safe social distancing. I mean, I'm assuming nobody's ever gotten COVID at one of your events either, right?
Not yeah. So and we got to really give a huge shout out to the lounge at the end of the universe. If you guys haven't been there yet, please experience that venue. It's amazing. It's basically like an art gallery slash bar slash just lounge. They do comedy there. And it's basically like our fantasy factory, and they've opened their doors to us. And we're really thankful for being able to throw shows, and they are straight up superheroes when it comes to staying socially distanced, wearing your mask, having sanitation stations. We've also been, doing live streams. So basically, you can buy, a ticket to go to a live stream. So we have the online element, but you also can like go experience the show in person with a limited capacity, and we feel like that's the secret sauce. Like that's what keeps it safe.
I mean, you can essentially attend at your own convenience. That's the best part.
No, absolutely, dude, and I agree with that. I think the secret sauce is making sure that you can have that safety net, because even at Oasis, that's we capped it at like what 250 is what we said we wanted to cap it at.
Yeah, and
but we had we also
two.
had 150 acres, and I mean you had more than enough room to have a whole acre to yourself, honestly, if you really wanted to. But I think that's the secret right now, man. Is just it's just finding that sweet spot with the number on how many you can really have safely in there. But again, it also, like I said, I think it's going to help you guys with the fact that you run every single month, at least one Thursday a month. You guys are doing your thing, and when it finally opens up, and not just 50 or depending on how many floors you guys have, 100 people, now you can pack the whole place out, and everybody that hasn't been able to go is going to want to buy a ticket. I think your first 3 or 4 thumps after everybody's done with this COVID stuff is going to be insane.
You guys are probably
It's going to be
sell out.
insane, bro. I expect to see one of you guys driving a new Beamer.
well, we don't really do it for the money or the clout, man. It's like I said, it's a labor of love, and we definitely put our heart and soul into every. We want to create a unique experience every time. Oh, yeah. And speaking of festivals, man, we want to. I mean, when things open up, man, we definitely want to do a THUMP Festival. That's definitely a goal.
That'd be
dope.
We need to get together and talk to Captain Harry then, because
boy.
he already talked to us about wanting to do smaller events
Yeah.
throughout the spring and summer out there before the big one of Oasis. So that's definitely something that could probably get put together.
Doable.
I mean, and take a look, man. Aesthetic already bowed out for this year and said 2022 is going to be their year. So there's already one less festival that's going to be in the way of you guys having a spot to throw that one in there, dude. So worth it, bro. I would go to a THUMP festival. Are you freaking kidding me, bro?
Yeah, like
all the boys on.
What would be sick is if you
Yeah,
guys got in contact with a majority of like your smaller artists that will come out and do stuff for you guys.
Right.
From back in the day to come and do all their old sets again, dude. Hey, do you still got that THUMP set you did back 3 years ago? Oh, you do? Yeah, bring that shit out here. We're doing a 3-day banger.
Anytime we talk about doing a festival, man, it gets straight up crazy. It's just like we like build our dream
we know all
lineup.
about that, pal.
We build our dream lineup, and we're just like, all right, let's get like Flostradamus and Eurobust and like
that's where we're at too. And then we're like, wait, Flostradamus is how much?
I mean, we got to kind of come back down, but honestly, like from what we've already done and like our trajectory, like I think we're basically doing what we're doing right now, and we're doing it on a local level. We're just booking and supporting local artists.
Thank you for that, by the way, man, because there's so many people that don't see the value in that so much. They'd rather turn on a Tiesto or a Marshmello, man.
No, man, we got so much talent in this town.
Oh, man, so much talent.
I want to add something to that. So essentially when Oz and I started doing this, and this actually dates back like 6 years ago, when we first started doing like Turned Up Tuesdays.
Yeah, Turned Up Tuesdays.
At the Eclipse, man. That was fun. We thought 15 people showing
Garden
up.
City.
Come on, the Eclipse.
We thought 15 people showing up was a sold out show.
Hell yeah.
We were doing themes back then too. We did like Back to the Future and Star Wars. And
Every
shit.
Tuesday we came up with a new theme. Like,
That's so dope.
Every Tuesday. It was every Tuesday night. So we're coming up with new shit
Every fucking week.
We're like, nah, man. If we do this again, we got to do it monthly, man.
Yeah.
Weekly's
that
too
But,
too much.
but yeah, basically, like the idea behind it was, there was such a niche community in the area at the time. It was like you either played top 40 or house music.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really much room for us bass guys to actually want to get in and play.
Yeah.
So we just decided, fuck, we'll just create our
Make
own,
it. Yeah.
Make it. And there was such a huge understanding and following and love for that kind of music that people just started gravitating to it and then realizing, oh, there's actually something here for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And bridging the gap between like the turn up kids and the party kids, you know what I'm saying?
Well, fuck too. And you guys are catering to such a younger crowd for the most part too, where you're like, I go in there, I'm like, whoa, look at all these X's on people's hands. But look at all this ambition to want to be around something that's a movement, like a feeling, a vibe.
And those kids, they keep us running from money too, man.
Hell yeah.
They're god damn. Like,
they're energetic as hell.
They keep us running.
Hell yeah.
Like we had Kaiwachi. And
that was a big. That was sick.
Shout out Kai, Boise alum.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Taylor Stevenson says she went to school with that guy.
Yeah, she loves that guy.
Skull Team represent.
That's her jam.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually I've known the home. Yeah, he's been around for a hot minute and he's super talented. But we actually did for Kaiwachi. It was an all ages show.
Oh shit!
And I remember I can't remember what her name is, but she comes to a lot of thumps and she brought like her kid.
Oh really?
You know, and like wearing like giant like headphones, you know, or, you know, like just for ear protection and stuff.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, this is so cool. She's bringing, you know, her kid to a Kaiwachi. Start him young, you know what I mean?
Start him young.
And in addition to that, man, like it goes the opposite direction too, man. Like I've seen plenty of old guys come
Yeah,
in.
they
They're like
vibe, bro.
They're like, I don't know about this kind of, but I'm digging it. This is kind of like metal or something.
Get a couple drinks in them, dude, and they're over there like, wow, like, we just really fucking hit.
We used to break into warehouses to do this type of shit.
Yeah, I remember the warehouse parties, bro.
Yeah, dude.
The warehouse parties were the bangers.
I went to
bro.
one warehouse party, bro.
Bro.
Because other than before I kind of got introduced to my first thump and then just kind of thrown into the scene, dude, I still don't know hardly jack shit about EDM, man. I know a few artists here and there, bro, but I'm like, yo, dude, what kind of music is he playing right now? Oh, that's EDM. Yeah, but what genre? Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of bass in it, though. You know?
It's a subgenre.
But at the end of the day, like, thump is bringing in so much new blood to the scene and so much energy constantly all the time, where in other places it would be hard because unless you are part of the scene, like going to Connection or going to a bigger festival or something like that can be overwhelming, especially if you're going on solo because the tickets are $200 and you don't know anybody, man. Like Thump is a way to kind of get in there, get to start to know people,
Hell yeah.
Start to get connected with things like Sunday Fun Days and some of get into the shit show on Facebook, man, and get to
figure that one out.
and get to know a bunch of these people. And the next thing you know, like what happened to me when I showed up at Connection, I went with Lyric. I took her to her first festival too, 2019 Connection. Yeah. And next thing you know, I'm walking around and I mean, maybe I don't personally hang out with you and like know all about your life, but like I turned around, I was like, oh, I know that guy. And that person wants to give me a hug too. Like Thump's so cool, man. And the scene is so awesome. Like when I went to Thump, man, I had that Boise State dread beanie, dude. I had a bunch of jewels and crap all over my face that the girls gave me at the house before we got there. Cause I had no rave gear, none, dude. Yeah. So I was like, well, cool. I'll just wear this dread thing. Maybe, if people are, on some other shit, they'll love to touch it or something, and so I took it, bro, and nobody judged me, bro. I can be a 30-year-old dude walking around with giant plushies and shit, and everybody's like, yo, those are sick, bro. Can I check those out? Nobody cares, bro. And that's what I love about Thump, man, in the vibe that it brings is just, it's a culture, man. It's not just it's not just a show, man. It's the people that are like, dude, you've never been here? Yo, Gabe, get out of this dude's way. Yo, stand in front of that speaker right there before he hits that drop and check this out. You know what I mean? Like they're just so excited, man, and it's so awesome. Dude.
It's really like we're super fortunate to have built the platform that we have, and we just want to try to use that for as much good as possible. So whether basically just elevating artists and visual artists and whoever wants to be a part of it, it's theirs.
Yeah, absolutely.
However much you want to be involved, So and I think that really kind of shined through on our last show, which was New Year's Eve. And
that reboot looks sick, bro. All the live videos I had there, people looked like they were partying so hard for New Year's.
Yeah, man,
it did. It was so tight.
So Thump reboot and
blowing confetti.
We basically we wanted to do. So we did a Halloween show, and that was called Armageddon, and it's basically like
sick.
the end of the world.
Oh,
you know. And that was pretty dope. And then we were like, all right, well, how do we top Armageddon? Like, what?
How do you top the end of the world?
Yeah. So then we're like, and we've always wanted to do a New Year's show. So we're like,
and I've been wanting to do like a cyberpunk theme.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So
we wanted to do cyberpunk. So we're like, Thump reboot. Let's reboot for the new year.
Right.
Fucking put the dumpster fire that was 2020
away.
and look towards the future. So that was kind of like the theme for Thump reboot, and the vibes were so there. Like if you were there, shout out to everybody that showed up, and people were there early. Like we went to Purple Lotus. Big ups to Purple Lotus, by the way. Get your gear at locally through them. Yeah. And we just showed up there, and there's people, and they're buying our merch, and they're like getting masks, and they're getting earrings. My dad actually made guitar pick Thump earrings that you can buy at Purple Lotus.
Oh,
which is
dope, dude.
It's so cool. My dad.
Dude, that's sick, bro.
Yeah, so they're
so
like...
even your pops is getting involved in this thing.
Yeah, man. Well,
dude, that's so dope.
All the way across the United States.
Yeah, like,
so
shout out to my dad. It's just like, it's cool on multiple levels, because it's just like, it's the guy who made me made those. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
But Thump reboot was such a vibe. So I think we have a mix.
Yeah, actually, we're
that-
actually, if you guys stay tuned, we're going to go ahead and throw you back into some tunes. I know we've been talking for a long time. I want to make sure that you guys got some music to get your morning pumped up, so you can be as excited as we are. So it looks like we do have playing as of right now. When you guys jump in, you're going to be coming into the Auzomatik reboot mix. So stay tuned. When we come back, I'm going to go ahead and get out that discount code for Electro Threads, and I'll post my unboxing of the mystery box, which is 100% worth it. $250 Dream Cloak just came to me in that thing for $100. So keep an eye out.
It's so cool. I'm jealous.
It's super drippy, man.
Also, shout out Electro Threads. I've been a huge fan of theirs for a long time. Everything that they put out is amazing. Absolutely. Check out Electro Threads. They have such cool designs. And I'm just putting this out into the universe right now. Manifestation, Electro Threads, Thump, collab, shirts, merch, whatever. Hit us up, man. Because
people can't get enough of it.
I mean, they do hand make all their stuff. They do hand make it all and sew it all by hand in their shop before they send it to you. So
Pashminas, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Good morning, Boise. The Hart and Chavez Show will be back shortly. Enjoy the Auzomatik reboot. We have Auzomatik and Hazambe live in studio when we come back after this.
Hey.
this shit.
Bye.
Do that again. Fuck that.
Everybody wants your body, so let's check. Let's check. I want your body, everybody wants your body, so let's check. Let's check. I want your body, everybody wants your body, so let's check. Let's check. I want your body, everybody wants your body, so let's check. Let's check. I want your body, everybody wants your body, so let's check. Let's check. I want your body, everybody wants your body, so let's check. Let's check. Make the ground kick.
Juicy.
That's the thing. Miley Perkins, never chase the bitch. Miley Perkins, never chase the bitch.
9 yards. And I've already told you before, nobody got flow like us. Nobody got flow like us. Pack in my pocket, I pick up the bill. Packing the product, they pop in my pill. Hot on the topic, unstoppable skill. Now pot fuckers at the top of the bill. Top of the bill, I never get any chill. Man, I'm unstoppable still. They know the drill. Dripping with lyrical skill. Fuck it, I love it, I'm ill. I eliminate them. 16 bars to obliterate them. All the MCs try to imitate them. I told them before I eliminate them. Eliminate them. Eliminate them. Eliminate them. I told them before I eliminate them. I told them before I eliminate them. Man, I bring them bangers, headbang anthems. You drop clangers, we go ham and spread like cancer. We ain't ramping till I'm banking, make them stank and tear a hamstring. Man, I'll be ripping a ligament. You're in a sticky predicament, bro. I got a million flows and I'm gonna rip up a million shows. Sit on the road, come and roll. I step in the booth and then get in the zone. Sit on the throne, bring it home. I know this on nothing, did this on my own. Did this on my own, this is on my own. A couple of guns, a couple of tours, a couple of songs, a couple of bangers, a couple of bombs. I eliminate them, 16 bars to obliterate them. All the MCs try to imitate them. I told them before I eliminate them.
Welcome back to Good Morning Boise, the Hart and Chavez Show. Thank you for tuning in. You guys have been listening to the Auzomatik reboot mix from earlier this year. So if you weren't able to catch that, well, you caught a little bit of it there. We do have those on file here now as well, so we will be able to throw those in every now and again, let you guys listen to those. But again, welcome back to the show. Hope you guys are having a great morning. I know we are. You guys are sexy. You guys are amazing. And we also have the sexy, wonderful, and amazing Auzomatik with the Auzomatik drizzle and Hazambe here in the house talking about THUMP. And now that we've kind of cleared up the THUMP deal, let's start with Oz, man. What got you into DJing, man? Because all I hear is how back in the day, Auzomatik was so hard that he looked like one of those Asian dudes playing ping pong on the decks, fucking behind the back, fucking up under the leg and shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, I heard not only that you just put on the whole fucking production,
I think that's
bro.
where the scratch nerve came from.
I think that's where, from what I heard, bro, you were like Cirque du Soleil on the fucking tables, pal.
Yeah, man. Yo, what's up? Basically, I kind of like got my start in like the hip hop game, DJing for rappers and stuff like that, while also like spinning like drum and bass on like regular like records.
Hell yeah!
Like way back. And then I found turntablism, scratching, and I just fell in love with it, man. So like I remember I saw Rock Rada from the Executioners, R.I.P. to the Grandmaster Rock Rada.
Fuck yeah.
And I saw him he was doing like the 96 World DMC Championships, and he's straight up beat juggling LL Cool J, and he's just going ninja rap, ninja rap, and just beat juggling behind his back and using his like mouth and nose and
so fucking sick.
Through the legs and all this crazy shit.
Licking the decks.
And I was probably not allowed now. I think the CDC.
Too much COVID.
It's too much COVID now. Yeah,
might not be too hyped on that, but yeah. So I instantly fell in love, man, and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to start battling. And so I basically got some decks, got some battle records, got some videos like Wave Twisters and some other competition videos. One in particular was the 2001 DMC finals with Craze, who's literally the GOAT, just A-Track, which also another GOAT, and basically just studied their, how they were doing stuff and locked myself away in my room for like a year. And, I at 19, well, no, Yeah. In, what was it, 03? Yeah, way back in 03. When I was just a young whippersnapper, skater, teenage kid, boy, whatever.
Fucking burnouts, bro.
Yeah. So I entered the Guitar Center spinoff, and I won.
Fuck yeah.
And so then they flew me to, I was like 19 or 20. They flew me to San Jose for the finals.
Oh, no shit.
And I couldn't, my mom, shout out my mom. She's one of my biggest supporters. Like, straight up, love you, Mom. She actually flew separately to support me.
Hell yeah.
And it was at the Blues Bouquet or something in San Jose. And the bouncer wouldn't even let me in. I'm like, no, I'm here to battle.
Yeah.
Like, they flew me here. And so my mom had to get involved and be like, no, he's allowed to be here.
He just a boy. He don't know.
So I got big old X's on my hands. And I ended up getting third out of that.
Damn.
And then in 04, I actually worked at Guitar Center. So I couldn't compete and hold my title.
Oh, shit.
And so I actually threw, that was my first foray into like throwing a show or throwing a thing. I actually threw the battle for 04 because I worked there. And then in 05, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I quit. I want to defend my title.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I was basically just like, you know what? Guitar Center, it's been nice, but I'm going to quit so that I can battle. And in 05, I won again, and then went to Denver this time for the Guitar Center spinoff, and it was actually a 3-way tie for first place, and I was one of them. So and then I kind of just blew up from there, man. Like I've just gotten the opportunity to open and tour with a lot of really talented and cool names and people. And pretty much DJ being a staple in the community as a local DJ and local scratch nerd.
Yeah.
For like 15 plus years now. So. And
what stopped you from scratching and going straight over to pretty much strictly EDM DJing?
Honestly, I used to go to raves back like in high school.
Yeah.
So like back when they, were warehouse parties and stuff, I was just a little, kid just, wearing big party pants and candy and oh yeah, D3s all day, bro.
D3s, doc.
Yeah, D3s, bro. But yeah, so like so I was in that scene throughout, and like and really it was, I don't really know when it started where I was just like, all right, like it's, I really want to do EDM. I think it was just like I discovered like trap music, and I was just like, all right, this is it. Like this is where I found it. You know what I mean?
Right. This is it.
So yeah, but yeah, man, got to do a lot of really cool stuff over the years. I mean, opening for you name it. I mean, just last year, one of the biggest shows was with Verb, Young Verb.
Young Verb.
We opened for Nas.
Oh shit!
Sold out at the Revolution, man.
No shit for Nas. That's dope.
That's one of the greatest of all time rappers right there.
Absolutely.
But on the other side of that coin, man, like I've done, I got to actually open up for one of my DJ heroes, which is A-Track.
Hell yeah.
And we kind of had a similar. We're like the same age, and like he started out, he won the world championship when he was 16 years old.
Damn, dude, that's nuts. They're like, here, dude, we got a little bit of money, but we're gonna put you on something that's obviously needing to happen.
Yeah. and like real talk, like getting opportunities such as being direct support for a bunch of shows and stuff like that at Knitting Factory and whatnot. I actually got to be direct support for Millennium on my birthday.
Damn.
Which was super crazy because that actually is kind of what birthed Thump. What happened was it was a sold out show. I got to be direct support for Millennium and play a super vibed out show to open it up. And I was like, why don't I close too and bring a bunch of my friends up to 9th Street Parallel and just have a birthday party, man? And we packed it out, and that's kind of where Thump came. Gary, the manager, was just like, yo, there's something here. We need to keep doing this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much the opportunities and all of that kind of led me to what I'm doing now, which is throwing shows and trying to DJ whenever and wherever I can, man.
Absolutely. No, that's a fucking origin story if I've ever heard of one, man. Absolutely. It's good to finally find out, like where it came from. Like the scratch nerd person that was around back in the day now is fucking throwing some of the biggest shows that Boise has to offer.
Yeah, and honestly, there was a time not too long ago where I actually fell into my drum set and actually severed my spine.
Oh shit.
So a few years ago, I had a spinal fusion, C2 and C3, and was laid out in the hospital. Was pretty much paralyzed half of my body, and so it was also, it's kind of a redemption too. I spent probably a good year and a half of just physical and occupational therapy, working on my relearning how to walk and use my hands again. And I told myself, as soon as I'm able to use my hands again, I'm going to fucking DJ. And I hit the ground running, and I haven't stopped since.
Fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Follow your dreams, boys and girls.
Follow your dreams. Absolutely.
No, absolutely follow your damn dreams, because if it wasn't for that shit, we would not be in the position that we're in at all right now.
Yeah, we wouldn't even be having this conversation on the radio.
And when an opportunity comes up to make a move on that, listen, I mean, I'm not saying make every decision on a split second, but man, effective people make decisions quickly, guys.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if an opportunity comes your way, like, hey, man, you guys want to run my you want to run a morning radio show on my radio station for me? Yes. Do you know what you're doing?
Yes.
No. Do you want to do it though? Yes.
Absolutely. And to touch on that, I would say some of the biggest advice that I can give to an up and coming artist,
Ooh, I like that, though.
producer,
That sounds,
DJ, anybody that wants to
turn off the sync button.
And if you don't, we will find you.
We will find you.
And we will no. So yeah. So my biggest piece of advice for all you up and comers, man, is to just say yes. You gotta straight up say yes and get that experience under your belt. Pay your dues. Opportunities will manifest more opportunities. So it may not seem like it. It's not going to happen overnight, but just keep saying yes, and more will follow. So
absolutely.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get you back into some more music. It looks like we're going to load you back into probably what looks like the ass end of the Auzomatik reboot mix. And coming up after that, you're going to have SKYXXX and Party Favor Chicken Dinner Hazambe remix. So stay tuned, guys. We will end the show with another banger that you guys have not heard yet. It is an original collab remix, so stay tuned. And by the way, for those of you that have been listening, your Electro Threads promo code, 20% off your entire purchase. ElectroFam, ElectroFam, ElectroFam. Go on to electrothreads.com. Guys, definitely pay full price for the box. They're already sending you over $200 worth of product in there that they hand make themselves in their own facilities, at their own warehouses. These guys are phenomenal. If you don't understand who they are or what they are, look them up on Facebook or just check out electrothreads.com. Apple Store and Google Play. They also have an app under Electro Threads. But 20% off discount codes, ElectroFam. Guys, stay tuned. We got way more coming up for you. When we come back, we're going to talk to Hazambe and talk about his DJing, what got him started, and what his passion is behind that, so that you guys have a little bit more of a connection to your local artists here. And hopefully that'll give you the drive to, instead of, calling somebody else, maybe you'll call one of these guys up to come, play some sweet, tasty tunes at your next party.
Some tunes.
Yup.
you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Please come back home. Please come back home. Please come back home. Please come back home. sleeping tight. Wanna ask if you're alright, but I need some time. I need some time. It's a cold place, it's a rat race, it's a long face in the dark. It's a fake smile, is it worthwhile when you lose half of your heart? Don't fall in love with the bad things. Remind me why I'm still alive. Don't fall in love with the bad things. Remind me why I'm still alive.
Hazambe.
I'm a hot boy like the summer, my wrist cold like winter.
Call the cops, we got a bunch of fucking gangsters standing outside.
Yeah, I'm a winner. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, winner, chicken. I'm a hot boy like the summertime, wrist cold like winter. I got 20 bitches inside my sprinter. I'm a winner. Yeah, that's me. Winner, chicken dinner. I'm a hot boy like the summer, my wrist cold like winter. I got 20 bitches inside my spinner. I'm a winner. Yeah, that's me. Winner, chicken dinner. Chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. fuck Alexis, Texas. And she still calling, she so Texas. I ignored then delete the message, bitch. And my mama say I'm reckless. I'm too reckless. Keep that racket on me, but I don't play no tennis. Man, I'm a winner. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, they winner, chicken dinner. I went back to my city, got a check. Got bored at night, I call my ex. I beat that pussy up and took a rest. She thought she slept over, but she just overslept. I'm a hot boy like the sum of my wrist, cold like winter. I got 20 bitches inside my spinners. What? I'm a winner. Yeah, that's me. Winner, chicken dinner. Chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. Just overslept.
Welcome back to Good Morning Boise with the Hart and Chavez Show. We out
here, dope.
Auzomatik and Hazambe live in the studio this morning. We just got done talking to Auzomatik over here about Thump, the passion behind it, what got it started, kind of how he got his start as a DJ and what's kept him motivated and going and kind of the drive behind his music. And now we're going to get in with talking to Hazambe about the same exact thing. So Hazambe, what got you started in the game, man? And kind of tell people about, the kind of music you make and why you do it the way you do it, man.
Sure, man. So, like those situations where, like, they say accidents happen close to home?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like, I was one of those statistics. Like, I was riding a bike around for, like, 20 miles, and then I fell off. I broke my wrist, man. So, going back further, man, like, I started being a musician when I was about 12 years old.
Awesome.
I remember... I just got out of school, I think, and it was late afternoon. I saw my sister walking home with the sketchiest guy I've ever seen in my life. I'm like immediately looking at this guy, like he's running a spray painted out black BMX bike.
Oh my god! So it's stolen.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Hey, you're in a bad neighborhood when you got a grown dude on a Huffy. Yeah.
He's got blue hair, black everything, chains.
Oh, Jesus.
And the first thing,
Hot Topic special.
Oh, dude, totally. Shirt, pants and all, man. Like, so the very first words that come out of his mouth, I'm like, "Hi, I'm Justin," and he's like, "Yo, I'm Josh, and if you buy a guitar without humbuckers, I will kick your ass."
Oh, what the fuck?
And I immediately thought, man, this guy's cool as hell. Like, I want to be just like that guy. So I went and bought a guitar with single coil. So he's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass down." So
instigated.
Yeah. So fucking we I was a guitar player. I was into metal and all sorts of things for a long minute, and then I was hanging out with some friends and stuff, and I fell off a bike and it busted my wrist.
Jesus.
So now I can't play guitar.
Yeah.
And I was going crazy.
Fuck, dude.
So naturally, what I ended up doing was back in high school, I ended up taking like audio production.
Okay.
I was getting mentorship from some guy that had a local hip hop studio out of his garage.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so
real ass garage band.
Real ass garage band. And so he was he kind of showed me the ropes of audio production and stuff, and then eventually he just kind of disappeared away from my life. But I started picking up audio production again. At the time, like I remember I was in the metal, I hated Skrillex, like with a passion. That's not real music.
Yeah, it seemed to be the going Nickelback
music.
trend.
You know, and then eventually I was like, okay, I kind of see what the Skrillex guy's about. Like, you know, it's all about, you know, the music, and it's such a different tone. So when I eventually moved up to Boise, I don't know, I was just floating around, like the culture in the community. Like one of the first things I remember when I first moved up here was going to the FML on a Thursday night. Like, I didn't know anybody, I had no friends, and just the culture just adapted you in so quickly.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the coolest thing. So that's honestly where I kind of got leaning into like EDM and stuff. So eventually, I was dating this one stripper,
as we all do.
And she's like, "Yo, you gotta meet one of my old roommates. His name's Greg Frisch. Like, he's a dope ass DJ." And like, so I added him on Facebook, and then I was sitting at home one night, and I was like, "What is there to do on a Sunday night?" And he's like, "Come down to Fatty's. It's open decks." And I was like, "I don't know a damn thing about DJing." He's like, "I'm gonna teach you." So I came in, brought some music, and then, you know, kind of showed me the ropes and everything. And at the end of the night, it's like, "So what'd you think? How'd I do?" And he's like, "To be honest, I really hate your track selection, but I think there's some potential."
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I kind of stuck with that for a little bit, going on the open decks, learning how to DJ and stuff. And eventually I just had a point in my life where I was like, hit rock bottom. I had joined the military. Went to boot camp in Marine Corps, San Diego.
Oh, no shit. Thanks for your service, man.
Well, it was a short-lived experience.
He's like, I was there.
Like, I got, you know, a Full Metal Jacket experience.
There
like,
you go.
You know, I
got the T-shirt.
I got the T-shirt.
I went for the military, and all I got is a stupid T-shirt.
And broken pride.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah. Like, no, honestly, though, the one experience that was, like, the epiphany moment in my life. It was actually my last day there at boot camp.
Really?
Yeah. So I was sent out doing cleaning duties. You know, there's the very first room you walk into, and they're like yelling at you, and you got to empty out all your pockets and all this shit. Well, as I was cleaning the ground, I found a guitar pick on the ground.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And I was getting sent home because of my wrist, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it was having issues while I was there, and they dropped me. So I was like, whatever. But I found a guitar pick on the ground, and thinking to myself, like, this is the universe telling me something.
It's got to be a sign, yeah.
This is a sign. Like, I'm not meant for this path. I should go back to this path.
Yeah.
So that's immediately what I did. So when I got back home, I bought my first pair of decks, and then I started writing more and more music, you know, and I submitted my first track onto Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
And it was called Music Is My Life.
Hell yeah.
Right? And so within a week, I ended up becoming #1 in Idaho.
Oh, no shit.
Top 100 United States. Top 1,000 worldwide, and top 100,000 across all artists on the whole website.
Holy shit.
Within 1 week. And I was like, what the hell just happened?
You're like, this is what fame is?
Yeah. And they're like, all right, dope. All right. You should totally use this free promotion for MTV.com. And
hell yeah.
We got Google Spot ads that you can use for you. And I was like, oh, sweet. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to put that in a back burner. I got that saved for later when I need it. But eventually I started getting, okay, now I have like this idea that I want to be like a DJ.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, all right, I think I can do this. So through friends of friends, I started getting gigs locally. I think my very first DJ gig was actually at the Ice Bouquet.
Oh shit! No kidding. Fuck,
and
that place.
And this is where shit actually starts getting kind of funny. How the worlds start connecting between me and Oz here.
Yeah.
So as I'm playing my set, like I don't know, halfway through the middle of the night, some kid pulls up a microphone. He's like, "Hey DJ," I'm just like mixing. I'm like, what the hell? "Hey DJ, it's time for you to drop some crazy shit." And I was like, turned down for what? All right, play it. And they were expecting me to do like some crazy ass routine. I just started DJ. I don't know how to do any of that scratch and shit. Little did I know that Oz over here across the room was throwing local DJ battles at that venue.
Oh, no shit.
And I just happened to be in there, and everybody was expecting to be like some dope ass DJ. And I was
my God.
just brand new off the press.
Yeah, every week at the Ice Bouquet, we did battles. So basically, somebody would challenge me, and we do like 5-minute routines, and the crowd would pick who won.
Oh shit!
And we did like 10 in a row. And yeah, needless to say, I was undefeated. And
no big deal.
The title's still intact, but they all thought that, oh well, there's a DJ.
Let's go hackle him.
Let's go see if he can pull some crazy scratch nerd Auzomatik shit.
Yeah.
God
So eventually, but he was still like a shadow, an omnipresent person in my reality at that point. I didn't know who this guy was at all.
Yeah.
So. Eventually, one of my friends ended up getting me a gig to Turn Up Tuesday. This was like a brand new thing that Oz was running at the time.
Yeah.
And so I remember he was out of town. I got an opening slot, and he sent me a flyer, and I'm looking at this flyer, and it's got like cats on it. Like,
yo,
I'm thinking like, man, this is. What is this?
Hang on. So my Photoshop skills are trash, but still, like A for effort. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, at the end of the day, whoever came up with the Merry Christmas from all of us here at Thump with you holding the cat. I don't know if that was you, but that shit was gold.
That was actually my handiwork, and that is photoshopped. I didn't actually take a picture with a cat. I don't think a cat could stand still that long with a Santa hat on. So that is photoshopped. But yeah, like I would just like, all right, we're going to do like a beach theme, and it's just like these sexy bikini girls with cat heads.
Just cats everywhere.
I like cats. Like the internet loves cats, and I want the internet to love me.
It was super funny because like I created my own flyer for the event, and I sent it out, and then he saw it, and he's like he put me on blast, like. Who the hell do you think you are? You can't do that. Blah blah blah. And then at the end of
needs
the
more cats.
And at the end of the conversation, he's like, "Low key though, that's like really good. Like we should work together." So that's how we ended up kind of linking up was because of that first gig that I did with him on Turned Up Tuesday, and then we ran that for a good hot minute. But going on to like some of the other stuff that I've been doing, like this. Past year was like my biggest year personally.
For real, bro. A lot of people say 2020 was shit, dude, but this has been my biggest year.
Yeah, we made a fat come up in 2020, man.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see, like, either it tore you down or it built you as a better person.
Absolutely.
It's all about perspective.
50-50 on that one for sure.
So with that year, man, like, I put out my first single on Spotify, which is like the biggest threshold leap. It's such a process to get to that point.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I feel comfortable for the world to hear this. I'm going to publish this song.
Absolutely.
And then I ended up doing a couple live streams with Trax Records out of Chicago. I got some interviews done with magazines out in New York. Yeah. Like I've been dipping my fingers in other stuff, and they're all coming to me on stuff, and it's like really humbling to actually see my own personal career develop into something bigger.
Absolutely, yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude.
I've never reached out to try and grasp it. Like it just kind of gravitated towards
you. Yeah.
Opening for Sullivan King.
Yeah, open up for Sullivan King.
Fucking big moves, bro.
Well, actually, I closed out that night. Oh yeah, I closed out, but I grabbed my guitar.
Yeah,
I grabbed my guitar and I jammed out a few things, which was cool.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we're like that's the other cool thing is like sometimes we play our own shows and we're really like DJs first and promoters second.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, if it fits what we can do, like this motherfucker is being humble as shit. He can jam out. He can shred on the guitar.
Fuck yeah.
And he's such a talented dude. I'm like, bro, it's Sullivan King. Like you got to play that,
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when it fits, we definitely want to throw our hat in the ring.
Dude, and isn't it so tight? Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, by no means am I like in the same position as y'all, but isn't it so dope when like you're in a position to be like, yo, I can invite some people to come do some really big shit. And then like you get to call somebody up and almost make their day and be like, hey bro, do you want to headline a 3-day music festival? Yeah. Or hey, do you want to open up for or close for Sullivan King tonight? Yeah. Like, dude, that's big shit to a lot of people, man. You know what I mean? And it's cool that, you know, when you're in that position and you can, like, you know, like we talked about during the break when we were listening to some of the tracks that you guys brought in this morning, you know, when you can kind of drag people up to the top with you and be like, no, you're
not allowed to not succeed.
No, you are now coming out here to do this, and you don't have a choice now, and we're gonna make some big ass moves together.
My friend succeed.
100%. And that I think that was actually our 1 year anniversary, which was Pixel Terror. Justin, like, Hazambe, like, comes up to me and is like, hey man, remember when we used to do Turned Up Tuesdays? Now we're doing this. And I'm just like, yeah, but this is just the beginning, man.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I'm fucking taking you with me.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally like, we're the secret sauce, bro, and like you're coming with me, and we're doing dope shit.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for that, Oz, to be honest, because I mean, I just came out of a bad relationship. I was like lost as a person, and he invited me back into his life to come check out what he was doing. I had no idea any of this was going on.
Yeah,
for 1 year.
Damn.
That's how like tight knit that relationship was. Like closed me off from all reality, man. It was bad.
Damn.
But. It was mind-boggling because I was just thinking, like, this is always the show that we've wanted to do since Turn, and now we're on that level where we can actually do it. And seeing that big room, you know, all the huge lights, the big ass speakers, loud as fuck. You know, like that's like I was like, man, we're finally doing it.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
we're finally doing it.
Yeah, and it came together so fucking awesome, man. You guys have been able to curate something that I think a lot of people in our scene would have hoped to have been able to curate, but you guys have kind of cornered a market, a niche of what we need in this community to be able to keep the lifeblood pumping of this fucking EDM music.
Yeah, and that actually goes with kind of like what we do with Thump and trying to do different themes every time we do it. Like, we'll just sit there and just like dream up and scheme up these crazy ideas.
Yeah.
And then he's so nice on the Photoshop that, like, you know, we collab together about what the event page is going to look like and the flyer and, like, you know, this and that. And it's just like, it becomes like a tangible thing out of nothing, out of just like a creative idea.
Yeah, you know, and what's so beautiful about the scene that we have here is like what you guys are like, oh, this is crazy. I don't know if people will be into it. And the next thing you show up and, like, let's say you have a cat theme, dude. You're literally going to have half of your fucking audience painted up as a fucking cat getting on some crazy
and
shit,
one
bro.
dude in one of those
everybody,
furry outfits.
Yeah, and they're stoked about it, bro. And I think what's so cool is those, you know, those, like, aha moments finally where, like, that one point during a show or like a festival or whatever it is that you're running where you finally get that moment to step back. Like for us, it was finally when Deuce was on stage.
Yeah.
He was like finally like 5 or 6 minutes into his set and they actually, somebody got a picture of it where we were finally able just to stand back and look out at everything that was going on and be like, holy crap, guys, we did this. We made it happen.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean? And
it's
it's so beautiful, bro, especially when you have the people that are the most important to you, dude, and your best friends and the people that you've been trying to kind of bring along the journey with you standing there going, holy shit, dude, we pulled this off.
Yeah, you gotta
pulled this off. It might look crazy back here, but out there, nobody knows what the hell's going on, and they think this is.
You gotta take a beat sometimes, and you know, otherwise you're just gonna live it, and it's just gonna pass
you
by.
get to experience.
You
have to be in it and soak it
all
in.
your friends with you, got the wind in your sails. You're like smooth sailing, man. Like that's the best feeling, man. You're cruising down, you know, exploring the whole new adventure of life in this moment.
Yeah.
It's like we did it. It's like there's so much of like months of preparation and planning and booking and
or the years of thinking, what am I going to do that's great? You know what I mean?
And I want to say I'm so thankful you guys actually took that leap and that chance to do that.
Absolutely.
In 2020.
Absolutely.
Like you guys
we are too. There's a lot of people that still think so. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure we're about to probably piss some more people off this year.
Well, we'll see. But I mean, fuck, dude, we got that together in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? It was like, here's an opportunity. Do you think you can do something with it? We went, maybe. Who knows? So we started reaching out to our community and we went, hey, what do you guys think about a 3-day fucking music festival since no one else is doing shit this year?
And the crazy part is when Sinner, again, the guy who hooked us up with the radio station and the morning show and also getting us in contact with Captain Harry for the property out there, he was just like, hey, man, can you guys do a show out here? We want to do a rave, but they wanted to do like a one-nighter thing because he was tired of all these rock shows and country shows turning out with dudes getting in fist fights and shooting guns off on his property. And so when I said, well, let me reach out. It's COVID. I know with Book Events Boise, like not only with COVID, but like Thump is a thing, dude. And like you guys are big enough, like when we were trying to run our littler shows and get things going on, even if it wasn't an EDM show, if it was like a hip hop show, we had to think about, well, shit, what's Thump doing? You know, what's going on there? Because if we run it right after Thump, dude, are we really going to get people that show up here? You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, man. Like we decided like we were going to pivot and we basically just started doing like live streams at the lounge. Yeah. And we're like, well, we'll just do this and it'll be online and basically whatever. And then we thought, like, people would just, like, show up because they wanted to, like, support like it was a regular Thump.
Yeah, hang around.
And we're like, oh, well, shit, why don't we just do, like, a limited capacity, like, basically, you know, let people, like, chill and sit down and, you know, have a drink or whatever and, like, and watch us do the live stream. And it kind of turned into this. And, like, yeah, you know, like, all the naysayers and stuff, we were just like, oh my God, you shouldn't like lock everything down. You shouldn't be doing this in, you know, in this
God, there's a lot of
this
those guys
climate.
out there.
Yeah.
And it's like that's easy for fucking you to say. Like this is our bread and butter. This is like we scrape to like get to do the next one, and like this is our livelihood.
Absolutely.
And on top of that, I think that we also are providing a service. There needs to be some escapism. There needs to be some kind of release.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people need this right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was our big drive behind Oasis because nothing had happened all year. It got brought to me as doing like a one-night event out there. And without telling Sinner, I was just like, let me reach out on Facebook and see what people think about this. And I put it out there as a 3-day music festival instead of a one-night event. And it literally hit all of Idaho and every surrounding state with one post. Dude, all I did was post one time. It got so much blowing up on Facebook, on social media, that when I got back with Sinner, I said, hey, instead of a one-night event, can we do a 3-day festival? And he goes, can you pull that off? And at the time, Chavez had no idea what was going on, nor did anybody else in the scene. Beside, I threw that out there, and I come off of his back porch, and I walk inside, and I go, Chavez, can we throw a 3-day music festival? Because I said we could do that. Next thing you know, we started reaching out to people in the community and making it about them and saying, we want this to be your festival. We don't want to put this together. We'll bring the basics of what we need out there and give you guys a good show. But like, we want this to be your festival. If you want to bring a piece of art, put it out there, do it. And people showed the fuck up for that, dude. Yeah. And it was a beautiful and it was an amazing experience for everybody that got to go. Absolutely. And for weeks later, all you heard about, I would walk around town and people I didn't even know would be like, dude, you're that guy that helped put on Oasis, right? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, dude, I heard that was sick.
I just went and got my fucking haircut at my barbershop in
yesterday?
Nampa.
Yesterday?
In Nampa. And my fucking barber goes, hey, dude, this is some crazy shit. 2 people I would never even imagine that would be in your scene come into my shop, and they start talking about Chris Chavez and throwing this Oasis thing, and I'm like, what? How the hell did you guys know about that? And he tells me about it. I'm like, dude, so you're telling me it's been months now, and people are still talking about that shit. So I'm like, fuck yeah,
you know. But like you said, Oz, the people need an escape, man. And I feel like for as many people that, and don't get me wrong, we're not hating. I'm not judging on you guys for being conscious of COVID and wanting to do whatever it is that you do, whether it's stay home or wear a mask or not go out and be socially distant. That's fine as well. But for as many people that want to do that, I feel like there's just as many people that are like, screw that. I want to go out and see my people and party it up. And it was beautiful, man, because Oasis, just like Thump, with the COVID guidelines, if people didn't want you touching them, nobody was mad about that. They're like, okay, cool, dude, I'll hang out over here and I'll still talk to you and enjoy your company and make you feel comfortable and accepted, and literally the same exact vibes as you would get anywhere else. People laughing and giving hugs or giving air fives or air bumps and shit, man. Like it was beautiful, bro. And for the people that did want to hug and get close and have that contact, they were able to do so too. And it was just beautiful, dude. And honestly, like, I've taken so much away from watching how you guys run things and how you guys set up your production and how you guys work with your sound and things like, like I said online, beforehand, I took so much away from your guys' shows and going to this, some of these other festivals and looking at how they do things. Like, man, if it wasn't for y'all doing this, like, we would have no idea what the hell we were even doing.
Well, first and word. And yeah, but first and foremost, like, we would not be anywhere that we are today without our THUMP fam.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, they are true blue dedicated,
Ride or die.
Ride or die, like, they're family. And I mean, I just recently moved to Caldwell with Justin, and, like, we went to the vape shop the other day, and we all got our THUMP beanies and our THUMP masks, and we're all thumped out, repping the
thumping hard,
thumping hard, and the dude, that's at the counter, he's just like, yo, that's a really cool beanie. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks, yeah, and then he's just like, without even like really knowing who we were, he just like gave us a discount. And then we were like, oh yeah, we actually run THUMP, and he's just like, oh my god, that's so cool. And it's just like, oh wow, yeah, like we don't really know like how far it reaches, and honestly, it's bigger than us. Yeah. It's literally like it's all about the THUMP,
bro.
Yeah,
it is.
No, absolutely it is, bro. And like I said, I mean, I feel like as a promoter here in the Treasure Valley myself through Book Events Boise, I mean, like I said, anytime we were doing something down at the lounge, like there was only one time we made the mistake of fucking doing a show after you guys. And I think it was only like a day or two afterward, dude. Was
that like a JCO or something?
But we ran a show right after you guys had a THUMP, dude. And we could tell that you guys had a THUMP because about half of our numbers weren't there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. And like,
but that's good though. That means that there's people coming in, and from the beginning, first thing I told Lyric, my business partner for Book Events Boise, is I don't want to step on THUMP. They're a local pillar that's been here forever. If anything, I want to help boost what they have going on, and maybe in the future we can pick up some tread off of that too, and have some of those same people coming in to our shit, man. But yeah, I mean, you guys have been around. You guys are such a big staple, which is why we wanted to have you on here. Because like I said, as a promoter, like, you're not doing anything during THUMP unless you're promoting yourself as the fucking after party for THUMP. Because other than that, everybody's going to be it.
And I kind of like as far as that, like, there are other promoters in the game and they're doing their thing, and we totally embrace them, and like we'll play their stuff, Like, I mean, we played Oasis and had a blast, you know what I mean?
And that was all you guys. We didn't want to step on you guys. We were like, this is cool, man. We kind of hung up our THUMP shirts on on the door, and we're like, all right, that's up. We're here. Your guys.
We're here to show up for you guys. But yeah, it's just like, honestly, as far as like the DJ community, the promoter community, like, it's all a tree. You know what I mean? And it's like, we need to just grow the tree.
Absolutely.
And like, don't be, stepping on branches or breaking leaves. Like, just help the tree grow, and then we can all grow and we can all prosper from that.
See, that's exactly where the fuck I'm at with that, Oz. Because, especially during the first time of trying to put together that festival, man, like, we reached out to some of the bigger names. And of course, some people showed up in a silent nature, such as who provided our sound for Oasis.
Yeah, we had silent friends.
Yeah, and then we had other
part of it.
We had other people who
they were loud as fuck.
We had other people who were big in the scene that were like, look, man, like, the reason I didn't give you guys advice is because honestly, you wasn't going to follow it. My advice would have been, don't do it right now. And we're like, okay, yeah, we get that, because you're right. We definitely weren't going to follow that advice. But I feel like you said, man, I want everybody in the tree that's a part of it, man, to grow and prosper and flourish and produce fruit together. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's about us in Idaho, dude. And if we get ourselves on the map that big, we will have super big shows where we'll have festivals that are split up over 2 weekends and be like, yo, so Oasis stuff happens this weekend, and next weekend, dude, is a 3-day THUMP banger for to finish it out. You know what I mean?
Man. And
we could do that, but we all have to kind of water each other and grow with each other together, I feel like, to make that happen. But there's enough success for everybody, man. There's an unlimited amount of money and success for anybody that wants to get after it and go achieve it out there, man. And I see you guys every single month in, month out, without fail, putting those people in a position to where if they want to be successful, they can. You know, if they want to have an audience to play in front of, all they got to do is put themselves out there and say, I'm playing at THUMP, come on down and support me, man. And people will show up for that.
And that's like, and that with our, you know, with THUMP, I mean, the U in THUMP stands for unified.
Absolutely.
And it's that for a reason, because we are better together than we are apart. And so the unification is definitely like something that we like try to strive for. And you know what I mean? Like, let's all just get together and let's just grow as a community and just throw dope shit and cool experiences.
I'm going to add to that too. Like with the new logo that we created, like we turned the U into like a speaker.
Oh shit.
Blown out loud, man.
Hell
it's
yeah.
like unity, man. That's just the tone we want to send, man. It's like we want to just collective, you know,
community togetherness.
Community
man.
together. That's our purpose, man.
Absolutely.
We want to be the heaviest unified music project. Be a part of it.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, we're working on new merch. Hopefully dropping very soon.
Yeah, get your
when you guys get that, man, send us any photos and stuff that you guys have of your merch, dude. And we'll get it up on the morning show page, on the Book Events Boise page, and on the Insta page.
And like I said at the top of the show, yo, big shouts out to Electro Threads.
Absolutely.
Big fan.
Absolutely. You guys are freaking amazing.
I just want to put it out there again, just manifest it. It's out in the universe now. If we could do a THUMP collab, that would be so
Dude, I would
ill.
totally rock a THUMP crushed velvet tee, bro. All day. All day. Dude, I'm a sucker for their crushed velvet, man. It just, dude, it's I've never seen some shit like it before, man. But, you know, I definitely can feel the unity at THUMP, man. And it's cool that you guys, as the people who are the lead, you know, promoters and runners of THUMP, that during a show, you know, you guys aren't sitting up in your fucking tower, so to speak.
We're down
you know what I mean?
we're
You
down
guys
in
are
the
down on the
trenches.
floor, shaking hands, giving hugs, pumping people up, going, you guys having a good time? Why are you not smiling right now? You're not having a good time? No, we're going to get up and get fucking pumped right now, dude.
Shit's hitting you?
And,
All right, man.
and that doesn't happen, bro. Like at most of the festivals I went to, man, and that I've been to, or the bigger shows that I didn't run, like, dude, it's hard to get access to the people that are running that, dude. And a lot of times I kind of feel like they're, you know, like they said, they're kind of up in their tower about it a little bit, man. And I'm like, that's not the vibe I'm getting out here, though. So, like, why wouldn't you come down and, like, the only thing you have to do once your show is going, if you set and delegate everything right, is make sure people are fucking having a great time.
Yeah, I mean, if the vibe isn't there, be the vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, absolutely, bro. I mean, that's what we have to do in here every single morning, man, because we don't have no music in here bumping in the background to keep us pumped, dude. We just vibe off each other's energy, man, and try to keep everybody that's listening on the air pumped up and excited about what the hell's going on, like you guys coming on
Hell
the air.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Facts, bro.
Facts.
Well, we are going to run this one just a little bit longer this morning, guys. We are going to get into the next one here, which is, I believe, Hazambe Dimes. Since we just interviewed him, we're going to go ahead and throw that one into the playlist here. It looks like when you guys get in, you'll be coming into Solid Ground by Cascade. The next one up after that is going to be Hazambe Dimes. So please stay tuned. Take a listen to that. When we come back, we'll go ahead and wrap up the show. I'll give out the promo code for Electro Threads one more time so you guys can get on
winner
there.
For posting yesterday as well.
Absolutely. And again, we'll wrap it up, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up with Uzi Fire remix collab between Auzomatik and Hazambe. Thank you guys for listening to the Good Morning Boise, the Hart and Chavez Show here on
We out here, though.
Cars my driveway, got black on black on black on gray. Big dog that'll have his way. I dare you to come play. I got my gang with me, we taking over the city. It ain't looking that pretty, and we ain't just no pity.
I ain't got time for number downs, I'ma do lines, fuck with mine. I ain't got time for number downs, I'ma do lines, fuck with mine, fuck with mine, fuck with mine, fuck with mine, fuck with mine. I ain't got time for number downs, I'ma do lines, fuck with number down, 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 down. Number down, 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 down. pussy up like I was eating taffy. We can do it all night. I don't care if you like me because I ain't got time for number dimes. I'ma do lines, fuck with mine, 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 I'ma do lines, fuck with mine, fuck with mine, fuck with mine, fuck with mine, fuck with mine. I ain't got time for number dimes. I'ma do lines, fuck with dimes. I ain't got time for number dimes. I'ma do lines, fuck with mine. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I ain't got time for number dimes. I'ma do lines, fuck with mine. I ain't got time for number dimes. I'ma do lines, fuck with mine.
Welcome back to Good Morning Boise, the Hart and Chavez Show here on BoiseAfterDark.com. Thank you for everybody that is tuned in this morning. Chavez, do you have a beat on who's getting that $100 gift card, or is it $150? Did we call it $150?
I think we bumped it up to $150.
I think we did bump it to $150.
Much
Did anybody make a post with an animal on the page?
Yeah, I got
on the actual page.
On the actual page, yeah, absolutely.
On Insta or on Facebook or both?
It was Facebook. It was
Facebook.
yeah.
Cool.
Aaron Cahoon.
Oh, Aaron Cahoon, $150
Swampy out there. Got himself the old 150 piece. Posted a picture of him with his cute little kitten. But yeah, seemed to be the only one that wanted the money. So it looks like old Aaron Cahoon will have to meet up, and I'll get you that gift card, pal.
Hell yeah.
Way to go, Aaron. Thank you for the support on the business page, pal. Again, man, it pays to listen to BoiseAfterDark.com. During the break here, we've been talking about some big things that could be coming down this summer. I want you guys to go on the Boise After Dark page on Facebook or Insta, and we want to hear your opinion on what you would think about, and this is just a possibility. We're throwing it out there, okay? Just food for thought. We want to know what your opinion is on a THUMP 3-day festival. A THUMP festival, first one ever. What would you guys think about that? Would you guys be interested? Would you be down to go out and check that out? Let us know. Get on Boise After Dark on Facebook or Instagram.com/After Dark Boise, I believe is what it is. But come check that out. Hazambe, Auzomatik, thank you guys for bringing Thump in here this morning. Thank you for bringing yourselves. Thank you for being vulnerable for a bit with us on the radio and kind of sharing your background and the background of Thump and kind of what drives you guys as artists. That's what we're all about here is trying to get local artists on the radio and hopefully, if you guys find yourselves with some time, hopefully I see you in the schedule for your own hour set. Live on the radio, because I know that would be sick, and we are looking for that. Whether you guys are back to back or
way down for that,
we can make that happen.
Absolutely. So, but that's kind of stuff that I know Sinner's looking for, and that's kind of stuff that we're looking for. So, thank you guys for being here. We love you guys. Well, and yes, we do still have another song. Is there anything that you guys want to say to everybody before we close this out?
Oh, man. I just want to thank you guys for having us on. We definitely want to thank all of our Thump fam for listening. We have a Facebook group called Thump Fam. If you're not a part of it, that's kind of where the community lives. We also have an Instagram that's T_H_U_M_P.
It's a type in, but if you just type in Thump, it'll be the second one or first one that pops up.
But we are kind of planning our next event at the Lounge at the End of the Universe, either January 29th or 30th. We've kind of come up with our next event idea.
Oh yeah.
And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to kind of bridge the gap between two different genres.
Ooh.
So we wanted to do upstairs nothing but house and keep it like EDC vibes.
Oh, dude, we got to talk to Sinner, bro.
Yeah. And
dude, that's his jam.
And then down in the basement, we wanted to do nothing but like trap and bass.
Just that grind.
And we wanted to call it Trap House.
I love trap, bro. That's my jam.
Oh my god.
So that way, it's like if you're into the house, you can stay upstairs and vibe out. Or if you want to get grimy, you can go downstairs and run the trap.
Hell yeah.
And everybody can kind of dress accordingly. If you want to dress all gangster or, all Coachella it out, like, you know what I'm saying, EDC, flower,
there's
raver
a vibe
kid.
for you in there.
There's a vibe. So, yeah.
So can Boise After Dark look forward to a free ticket or two to give away on the air for Thump in the future?
Oh yeah, man. You know we got you.
Absolutely, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Because I love to be able to give away free stuff on the radio.
And people love free shit.
Oh yeah,
people love free shit, man. And like I said, at the end of the day, man, when we were off air talking, we have a platform, and we want to use this platform to be beneficial to as many people as we can possibly get this to be beneficial for. So, a couple free tickets helps market Thump, helps get the name out there, and, of course, it'll help the listeners on the radio as well. But, yeah, man, that'll be sick to be able to give away a couple free tickets and be like, hey, man, now you get to go witness the limited capacity. I can't wait till you don't have a limited capacity, bro. I want to see how I want to watch your numbers double or triple, bro. Double or triple, I almost promise you, bro, because there's so many people that haven't been able to go because they waited too long or didn't buy a ticket in time, and now it was all closed out. Because I've heard plenty of times that we've run shows at the lounge after you guys, and they're like, yeah, Thump sold out. Thump sold out again. Thump sold out again. And I'm like, damn, let's go, bro.
It's not that hard to sell out when you're limited cap.
Yeah, but like 12 people can show up? All right, cool.
but yeah, I mean, we want to keep it safe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, we don't want to pack it out.
You guys have done a great job, man.
Make sure that everybody's social distanced and everything like that.
Yeah, like we want to get back to that 1,000 plus.
Yeah, absolutely. 100.
I mean, we're happy.
Knitting
with the
Factory, open back up. We miss you.
We're happy with the 10th, that we get of that. It's still a packed house.
Absolutely.
Come through, but yeah, man, we are so stoked. I want to be able to jump into a crowd and surf.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And play to a crowd that that's a bigger crowd too.
Well, I want to see people slamming the rail. Like
rail
so
riding hard.
Oh my god,
neck breakers, bro.
Neck breakers.
Yeah, and so you can actually get your pre-sale tickets as soon as we come up with the event page and whatnot, and that'll be at loungeboise.com.
Perfect.
So just keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out for that.
Also follow our personal socials. I'm Hazambe on everything. It's like Harambe with a Z. Auzomatik, of course. Follow his socials as well. We both kind of have our own characters and stories that we always post, so definitely.
Yeah, we're a couple of meme lords. You know how it goes.
Fucking hashtag meme daddy, dog.
You can make one right now.
All right, guys. Well, from all of us here at Good Morning Boise, the Hart and Chavez Show, and BoiseAfterDark.com, thank you for tuning in. Again, Electro Threads, we love you guys. Thank you for being willing to tune into our radio station this morning, all the way here in little old Boise, Idaho. Again, guys, keep an eye out on the Boise After Dark Facebook and Insta pages. Anytime there's any new Thump updates, anytime that we have any kind of event page to share, they will be linked in there. And I guess you heard it from Auzomatik, the man himself. Keep an ear out, because we will have a couple free tickets to give away to each Thump that comes up. So keep an ear out to BoiseAfterDark.com. We're going to go ahead and end the show this morning, at least with us going live. This does run till 10. It's going to be Uzi Fire remix from the very own Auzomatik and Hazambe collab. We love you guys. You may come into the back end of Heat by Cheyenne Giles and Gamuel Sori. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay sexy. Stay motivated. We love you guys, and we will see you bright and early on Monday morning.
We made it through a week.
Thank you. Peace out.
Gotta heat the burning. Money is a motive, and we keep it turning. That's that shit, ain't it true? I've been fiending for it. All up on my line when I come through on the slide. It's a fire, it's a fight. Gotta heat it burning. Money is a motive, and we keep it turning. That's that shit, ain't it true? I've
yo, yo.